Hi, Seven West. Miss Goldberg here to give you a quick lesson on Markup Markdown. One of the greatest things about this unit is that it is very real life, and discounts are something that I happen to like very much. So let's go ahead and get started. So, how to find the sale price of something. Is what we're going to do first. And as usual, I have two methods for you, with method two being my personal favorite. But let's take a look at this question. We have a $53 racket at Sports Galore, 20% off, so find the sale price. So in method one, first you find the amount of discount, and then after you find the amount of discount, then you can subtract it. And in method two, we're going to find it all at once. But method one first, we need to find 20% of 53. So if you like your proportion, we've got 20%, and 53 is the whole. We're solving for the small part. And in the interest of making this lesson a little bit shorter, I'm going to just remind you that you can crisscross applesauce. When you solve this, like I said, I'm trying to shorten this recording, so I'm not actually going to show all those steps. You get that it's 1060. Whoa, what a deal. Is that how much the racket is? No, that is the amount of discount. And then we get to subtract that. So the cost of the racket minus this 20% discount, and that's going to tell us that the racket is this much. And I'm not showing sales tax at the moment, but if there is sales tax, you would need to add it on at the end. So method one just adds an extra step. I prefer method two, where we subtract first the percent of discount from 100%. So if I think about it, I have 100% of the cost of the racket here. And this was the 20% discount. So the sale price is actually 80% of the original. I am required to pay 80% of the price of the racket if I want to buy it with this sale. So from here, you can use the proportion or the equation, and you get immediately to the answer. So if I do that proportion again, I still have that set up, but I'm going right to the discount price. And after crisscross applesauce, I have my final answer here. Okay. But it is important to mention, I said final answer again, but sales tax. Okay. You would add sales tax to that final number as your actual last step. So let's take a look at one of those. If I have a $145 chair, 30% discount this time, 5% sales tax. So we have to find the sale price first. And then we're going to add tax. Adding tax is always the last thing you want to do, because you have to know how much you're spending first. Okay, so this time, if you want to use the proportion, you can for method one or method two. 30% discount if we're using method two. If I take 30% away from 100%, this means I'm paying 70% of the cost. But if you feel more comfortable with method one, you can go ahead and use 30%. I'm going to go ahead and use the equation this time. So decimal form of percent times whole equals part. And this means I get to take off $43.50 from the price. So 100% of the chair minus 30% of the chair means I'm paying There it is. There is 70% of the chair. Now to add tax. This time I'll set up a proportion. Tax is 5%. But we need to think about what's the part and what's the whole. Well, we don't know the part yet. The whole, are you using 145 or are you using 101.50? Well, what are you going to be charged when you come up to the register to buy this chair? You're not going to be charged 145. Okay. You only have to pay sales tax on this smaller price, which is a good thing. So if I go ahead and once again, trying to save a few seconds by not doing crisscross applesauce, I'm going to get that the tax is about, round to the nearest cent, $5.08. So total price. How do I find the total price? All I have to do is add the sale price, which is 101.50, and the tax. And there you have it. So this was sale price plus tax. There's my total. So that's how you find a discount price and add the sales tax at the end. And then I'm going to have you try example 2. On your own, I want to just quickly do one of these examples with you. Maybe we'll do example 4 for Markup because it's a calculator. And why not? Okay, so what is markup? Well, every store marks things up. They have to increase the price over what they paid for it because this is how they make money. And they want to make a profit. If Staples sold a calculator for $120 after paying $120 for it, they would make no money. So if it costs Staples $120, they are going to increase the price for you so they can make a profit. All you have to do is increase the price by 45% to see what Staples would charge to make some money off of that. So what we're going to want to do here is use these methods that we have used in the past. And I'm going to do a nice quick one here. I'm going to use a method 2. And I'll go ahead and use the proportion. But in method 2, you get right to the answer with 145%. Because that's 100%. And I'm adding 45%. So I want to find what Staples is actually going to charge. Again, go ahead and do your crisscross applesauce. Once you solve for X, you're going to see that Staples will charge this to make some money from you.